day 2 of pond dismantelization. Remove the first flower bed. Just remove the weed prevention membrane, all the stones. I'm now starting to dig out bed number 2. Had blue slate going across the top of the 3 sections to the back here. The fishies are all looking nice and healthy. All the blue slate's now off this side. Just got a couple of plants to remove from that side. New filter system when the pond will be rebuilt. It's currently a 3,000 litre pond at the minute, 3 foot deep by 6 foot by 6 foot. The higher back panel used to be a watercress spillway. Water came in from the big stones at the back there, all the way along here, and down a metal spillway back into the pond, which I've now pinched to go on the backy shower due to the fact this was extremely high maintenance and it was leaking. So yeah, swapped it for a backy shower. Once the last flower bed has been emptied, fish will go in their temporary home. It's not got any water in it yet, but that's just a 1,000 litre Blagden pond. I'm going to keep the same filter setup that I've got now. I just move the pipes into there, and then that will hold my fish for the 3 or 4 weeks it takes me to build the new one. But yeah, it'll be 10,000 litre when finished. So yeah, I'll keep you all updated. Good morning, guys. Another dull day here in Peterborough. Just an update on how I'm getting on. Got a few fish now in a temporary tank, just helping to kick-start our 2 mini filters, one bio box and one pressure filter. New toys arrived. The Ultra Sieve free on main inlet. Two outlets. Plenty of 2-inch flexi pipe for part of what I'm thinking that I'm going to do. Still might change as yet. 2 of the troughs now empty. Still got 2 more to empty, the one on that side and the one that used to be my watercress river. I've now made a start on the other side of the garden. Got some of the sleepers in. Picked up some gorgeous Japanese maples. So my plan being, all this is going to be filled up with the soil from the rest of the flower beds, and then moving on down this way, these sleepers will continue all the way down to the end of the garden. So when I dig down further, hopefully the rest of the soil will go in there. This is a large fiberglass pond that I've picked up in case I need it. If I can't keep on top of the water parameters in the small pond, then I will continue using my current filters that's in the main pond on this, whilst I leave a few fish in the small pond with the little filter setup that I've got currently on that at the minute. Not sure where I'm going to put it yet, as it's too big to fit inside the pergola, so I may just have to stick it on the grass and kill some of the grass. But yeah, we're getting there. Unfortunately, I've had a bit of an issue with some fish. I purchased some fish from an Israel koi dealer and put them, some in my grow on fish tank and some in my pond. Unfortunately, they had a bacterial infection, and that has killed most of my koi in the grow on pond, so I may not need the blue fiberglass pond after all. But there's still a few in there. A few of them do unfortunately look like they have the infection. I have treated with pretty much everything you can think of. I've used Virkon, PP, CT. There's no parasites on any of the koi. Checking regular. Water parameters are all spot on. So now with a bit of advice from one of the dealers that I've been to recently, all chemicals are now out of the water and the pond is salted up to 6%, to see if that can bring them round. But you'll see there, that one has gone under the other one now, has an ulcer towards his tail, and I think another one has a bit of tail rot as well. So it's not over yet, but hence why these ones are staying in here separately for now, while I've left them, the other ones still in the main pot. These ones are all fine, fit and healthy. I've got a few new ones in my grow on fish tank through there, all doing well. Always hungry, always hungry. But what can you do? Looks like I may lose them all, and in the main pond, that is. Although they are feeding extremely well, it's just a waiting game now. There's not much more, according to the people I've spoken to, much more I can do. But just to give you an idea of how hungry they always are. The pond is currently at 21 degrees. So I'm just hoping I keep tropical treating their wounds every 3 days. Got the Kasuri first aid kit and been using that. We will just have to wait and see. If anyone does have any other ideas on what I can do, please comment down in the comments. Give me some ideas. There isn't much I haven't tried, but yeah, we'll see. Banky shower's still doing really well. As I say, zero, even with all the chemicals I have put in, I'm still on 0 ammonia and 0 nitrites. The lily unfortunately is dying off now because of the salt that had almost covered half of the pond, but I'm having to keep picking off the dead leaves now. You can see just underneath the lily pads there, some of the flowers have dropped and started to die off. Still got a couple of flowers sticking through, but at 6% salt I very much doubt it's going to survive, which if it does die off, it'll just have to be removed. It's not going to be in the new rebuild anyway, so I'm not too fussed about the lily if it dies or not, to be honest. But these guys in here are doing extremely well. They've been in there about a month now, and yeah, they're growing extremely fast in this little pond. There's 8 in here now, I think. 4, 5, 9 in here. Because that big old beast over there was a recent purchase from a chap closing down a pond just up the road, and in my eyes I thought it was stunning, hence I bought it. So we'll see. But yeah, these guys, luckily I removed them before putting in the infected fish into my main pond, because I just wanted to kick-start the filter. In fact, 2 of them were from out of my grow-on tank and the rest were out of the main pond, so it was just lucky that I'd set this up before buying the infected fish, which, live and learn. I will certainly be keeping now a quarantine tank or vat of some kind once the main pond is built, and any new fish I then purchase will be heat ramped again by myself in there. But like they say, we learn by our mistakes, and I won't be making that one again. Unfortunately, I've lost, must be 10 fish out of the main pond, plus the 4 infected ones out of the main pond, so 14 from there. And I had at the time 30 grow-ons in my fish tank, only small fry, about 2 inches long, and unfortunately all of them didn't make it either, plus the 4 new small fry that I put in there from that dealer. So you can't do a lot but try your best. Bit gutted about it, but yeah, they don't seem to be coming up to the window today. I have just done a filter clean though, so it's a bit murky in there at the minute. The main pond, as always, is crystal clear. There's always a slight yellow tinge to it though, for some strange reason. I mean, there's no fines in there, no muck, but yet there's always a slight yellow tinge to the water. I'm running a 55 watt UV for a 3,000 litre pond, so again, not sure why there's always a yellow tinge. Maybe it's because of the plants, don't know. But again, if you know the answer to that, leave a comment in the comments below. Right, I'll wrap it up here for now. I'm going to continue emptying the last 2 flower beds to fill that section up. That's going to be half stoned, half decking, and then, as I say, I've got another 3.5–4 metres of sleepers going down, hopefully that the rest of the soil will be able to go in, fingers crossed. But I've calculated the other 2 flower beds should fill that up with a little bit over there, so I'm hoping that the bit that I have to dig out down further from where the flower beds were, down to 4 foot deep. Well, I'm building up as well, so I think it's 2.5 foot that I have to dig down for 4.5 foot deep, so I'll be up about 2 foot. I'm hoping the rest of the soil will fit in there. If not, it'll be some trips to the tip, because I unfortunately out front have a shared car park, and it's extremely difficult to get a skip, so we'll see. But because of the weather we've been having lately, the lawn is looking best it's ever looked in the 7 years I've been here. Unfortunately, I always water my shrubs and plants with pond water, and with the amount of chemicals I've put in of late, it's killed that one, and my older acer that was in that white pot over there, so I bought a couple of new acers, the one sitting next to it and this little one down here, to replace the 2 acers that I killed. And then I've got a plan for my new maples, and that you'll have to keep watching and following to find out what they're going to be, or where they're going to go, and what it's going to be like. Thanks for watching.